don't know why. And we'll start the show. Here we go.
Pick me.
It's party time, baby.
Well, it's Friday. You saw the monkey go poo and pee. It's time for us
You know
to
what time it is.
do our dumb little show. Yeah,
What keeps squeaking?
I don't know.
Right there. It's your mic.
It's Mike's. Yeah. Yeah. No, we. Today's the day. It's been unusually hot here.
Really?
You know, yeah, like 71.
Oof.
It's not Christmassy, but like it's a good day to like put your fucking Christmas shit out.
Get
You know
it
what I
done
mean?
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to start on a fucking drywall fucking thing in the bathroom tomorrow. So I don't know. It's just, I'm like on the line between, do I just go to sleep after this or I just get fucking hammered? You're drinking water. I mean, the fucking world's completely backwards right now.
There's something wrong. Something isn't right.
I do want to show you this because I was going to send this to you. I every once in a while I send you like Instagram clips, you know? And I found this one thread called Fail Frenzy on Instagram. So let me see if I can. That's that.
Right here.
Let me share
Closer.
screen here. I want Chrome tab. I want this guy. Check this dude out. Things are
Is
good.
Oh.
How insane is that? Yeah.
I mean, the first one was great, and then he had what the fuck do they call that? That throttle thumb. They call it something. When he fucking just goose it like that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's game
I
over.
forgot what that's called.
He's
too.
good
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
bam.
Yeah,
And
when you
the guy
when
he
you
went
fucking
with
panic,
yeah,
and you double down on the fucking throttle, it's game over. There's
nothing
no coming back from
good.
that. Yeah.
Nothing good happens.
Have you ever
It's
done that
almost-
like on a dirt bike or anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did on a four-wheeler, rolled it right on top of me.
You haven't really been to my parents' house, but in their backyard where their decks are, they have a walkout basement, and then there's a little hill. And if you stand at the bottom, it's probably 6 or 7 feet tall, you know, and the septic vent pipe is at the top of it. And then it kind of like rolls down a little bit, and there's a huge fucking telephone pole, pole, light pole that they had back there. The flags flying from. We had our lights up there for the volleyball court and shit.
Yeah.
And before the volleyball court was there, we were riding our 3-wheelers around.
Safe.
And I think it was a little bit of snow. The kind of, the big fucking blue tires and those Honda 210s.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just kind of do donuts and shit. And those things were dangerous as hell.
For sure.
I remember we were going down that hill. When you get to the top, gave it a little throttle, and you'd get a foot off the ground and you'd hit those fucking tires. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I come zipping through there way too fucking fast and got a little throttle happy. And I fucking went off that thing.
Oh, shit.
And the 4-wheeler went, my dad said the mark on the flagpole was about 14 feet high from where the fucking foot pegs hit it. And I went underneath it and it hit and it spun and it landed about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from me.
Fuck.
And I immediately the wind was knocked out of me. I couldn't breathe. My buddy was out riding our other 4-wheeler. He was doing fucking figure eights down the field, and I'm laying there dying. And the handlebar was bent. The brake handle was broke, and the foot peg was broke. And I think that was about it. But I immediately ran in the house and hid under my bed. And just laid there crying, going, Dad's going to fucking murder me. You know, granted, back then he paid, probably $500 for it, but back then that was a lot of fucking money.
For sure.
Us,
It's like $3 million now.
And he comes in, he's like, yo, come. He goes, he literally is like the first and last time my dad ever asked me if I was okay. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I can't breathe, And he's like, come here. And he pulled me out from underneath the bed. He's like, it can be fixed. He goes, you're okay? He goes, the handlebar's bent. I can straighten it. The brake handle's broke. I can get another one. Foot peg, I'll weld it back on. The 4-wheeler started up. It ran miraculously. But he's out there with a fucking ladder with a tape measure He said it was about 14 feet where that fucking
Holy
peg hit.
fuck.
Same thing, dude. Just going and
Yeah.
got throttle happy and woof, game over.
In high school, I didn't really drink a lot in high school. So like at graduation parties and shit like that, I would just like grab this one kid, Keith's, he had like a 750 or something like that. Like, but it was like road ready and shit like that. You know, had the blinkers and all the fucking shit. And I just fucking tool around town sometimes and ride his bike around. You know, it was just kind of fun. And then one of my other buddies who, like, you know, those guys that are just good at everything. They're smart and they're good athletes. Like, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? Okay. Pick a lane, you know? This kid was good at everything. And he was he was like 2 days away from leaving and going to like Canisius College to go play football and shit like that. And he hopped on the bike and I was like, have you ever ridden one of these? He's like, no. I'm like, well, you know, if you need to know how to drive like standard on a car to ride a dirt bike, you know, letting go of the clutch, a little bit on the throttle and shit like that. But just like any fucking car, they're really touchy. They're super touchy, you know?
I was never able to drive one of those. Honestly,
really?
I couldn't. I had the ones where you just let off the gas and shifted it and just kept going. Gotcha. I never had to clutch. I couldn't work it. But I could drive a standard.
Yeah. It's super tough. So this kid gets on it and he's like, yeah, my dad's truck's a standard, whatever. And man, he popped the clutch and he goosed the gas and then he like had that throttle handle and just fucking gunned it and he hit a fucking telephone pole. And he I don't know how he didn't get hurt. And this is like a 20-year-old fucking thing. I don't even know how how the bike was either. Like I never checked. I'm going to get rid of that so we can see the text feed. So, yeah, man, it was rough. And he spent the rest of the time like freaked out, like sitting in the bathroom with he didn't know what the fuck to do. He was like shocked. But that was, if you don't know what you're doing on those things, even when you do, my buddy brought a 3-wheeler up one time and one of the tires on the back was bald. And it just so happened that we kept taking it around like a little track in my parents' yard where we needed to count on that fucking tire to do something, you know? So you're turning a 3-wheeler with a bald left tire and you're trying to go to the right on wet grass, just go straight. So I goosed that thing down the ravine, man. I bailed off of it. You know, I couldn't stop. Brakes wouldn't work. Those
things are absolute death machines.
Yeah.
And it's almost like owning jarts now. They're almost illegal to have. You can't. I don't think you can sell them anymore. You do have one.
You can't sell them with a title around here or anything. It's just like you have it. Good luck. Oh, Phil Potter said he bought Daryl's old Yamaha 175.
He might have. We had two twin Yamaha 175s. I think we had a Honda 200 or 210 or whatever the fuck they were at one point. But those things, dude.
It's amazing how like one extra wheel is so safe.
And those things don't turn on the road.
No. Oh, no.
You can zip down my parents' driveway and fucking drift for days. You go to try to cross the street and go down the creek. You used every muscle in your body at 6 miles an hour to turn that fucking thing.
It's like driving a car with no power steering.
Yeah. Like, it was worse than that.
Yeah. Who did this?
Yeah. Great design, and he sold gazillions of them and murdered half of the United States. 13 teenagers.
Yeah, they killed more people than COVID. That's true. Look it up. I've been trying to figure out how to get. It's like the worst possible fucking time ever to buy one of these two, but I'm trying to get a couple 90s for the kids, 94.
Yeah,
wheels. And we got 4 acres. You know, and you get ones that are automatic or just have like one gear. You know, who gives a shit? You know. But man, they're all over the place with cost. You know, sometimes you can find some on the Facebook Marketplace and they'll be okay, but you're still dropping.
You got to get them to a mechanic to clean them up. You know.
Yeah, and all the like Chinese ones, all the carburetors are all fucked. So like they say, if you buy a brand new Chinese one, you can get one for like I don't know, it's $850 brand.
What do you mean by Chinese one?
It's made from China.
Okay. Do we have a brand name or just the Chinese kind? You know, like the virus.
It's like Boomcat or some shit. It's like it's basically.
So you're getting your kids a knockoff laundromat / Chinese buffet.
It's called America 4-wheeler number 1. Yeah, they're what are they called?
Boomcat.
ODR Utility ATV. There we are. Let me share it with you. Oh, this website.
So this is like when you buy your fucking 4-wheeler from Wish.
Yeah, basically. Chrome tab, and we want Chinese 4-wheeler. Boop.
I can't see any. That's so small.
How about that? Yeah, 125 Kodiak. So not Kodiak, which would be kind of cool. Utility ATV, youth kid, adult, gas 4-wheeler, $969. Okay.
You know what they say? You get what you pay for there.
Yeah.
You're almost better off
see a
finding one that some redneck bumfuck's got in his garage that you need to take to a mechanic and give that guy $1,000 to go through it and make sure it runs.
Right. Go get like an old like Yamaha, like 2001 type fucking thing. And Miles is really good at that. He'll just pop around the fucking internet and find, hey, Ortez, good to see you. He'll pop around the internet and find
Marco Polo.
He'll find one for like that some lady, her husband died and she's selling it and he gets it like for $80 or some shit. You're like, okay, well, next time you find a deal like that, let me know. You know I want it. Yeah, I'll tell you. And then 2 days later, show up, he's got something else cool. Some lady was just giving it away. Like,
I was starting to look for them earlier this spring. I wanted to get one of those just fucking shitty go-karts that people built for their backyard and whatever.
Yeah.
Literally have a gas pedal and a brake pedal and a fucking rusted out bucket seat.
And one of those pedals doesn't work.
Yes, it's up to you to figure out which one. And good luck.
Yeah.
Because you're either going everywhere or nowhere.
Right.
And I was going to get it for the kids and let them rip it around here in the city. But I'm like, once we move, we kind of want to get a 4-wheeler or one of those side-by-side gator things.
Yeah, I looked at those too. If you can get a decent one for like $5,000, but it's a 2-seater. 4-seater, $17,000. Like adding 2 seats triples the price.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But I don't know. I'm having a hard time buying shit for the kids and stuff. I don't fucking know. I buy stuff that I think would be cool, and then I get mad when they don't use it.
Yeah.
Like
I bought Brady for Christmas last year this fucking super cool Hot Wheels track. Like the cars go through the turnbuckle thing, turns down, they shoot straight up, and they flip around, and then they fucking come down and they do all these ramps and shit. It just fucking sends them. You can just, and as you put new cars in, there's a chance when they jump the ramp, as one's going up, they could crash. It's cool. Play with it for 3 days after Christmas. It's just sitting in our fucking living room right now. Batteries are dead as fuck. He doesn't even care about it. I'm like, why am I spending $80 for this shit? You know what I could buy with $80?
Beer.
16 buckets at Vinny's.
Half a hand job.
Yeah.
Or like a good hand job. I thought, like, why don't we just buy a trip and like that'll be the thing. Let's go do that. And then they still are like, Olivia came down and she's like, okay, I circled 48 presents. I'm like, that's like $9,000. Like, and it's all shit that she had before too. She wants like a little baby kitchen. What? You're fucking in 2nd grade, man. Learn how to real cook.
Yeah.
Real cook me some fucking some sketty. Yeah. I don't know, man. And
kids suck.
Yeah. They just take all the goddamn wind out of my sails. That's for sure.
They do.
I don't want to like be around them.
Brady told me today he wants to go to Hawaii. Okay. And then Chris is like, would you rather go to Disney? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No.
Hawaii it is.
I would rather pay $20,000 to take everybody to Hawaii than spend $10,000 to go to fucking Disneyland.
You know what I was thinking, though? I looked this up the other day. There is in Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic, there is a Nickelodeon resort. All inclusive. So they have this fucking guy's trolling me, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't look like Grodick. These are fucking glasses, man.
Jesus Christ. Here we go again.
You look like fucking Shrek, you big bitch. So
you know who fucking reminds me of? Butters from South Park.
Oh, I was gonna say Buzz from fucking Home Alone. Big lungering asshole.
Great word. Even though you
Yeah.
made it
So,
up.
anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, lingering.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit that is lingering a lot. He breathes heavy. uh, anyways, this thing it's pretty easy to fly to Dominican Republic. It's pretty cheap to fly there. All inclusive. They have a kids fucking place. So and you can the kids when they go to the kids club, they have a bracelet and that you have to get notified by text to go pick up your kid and then you sign the kid out with your matching bracelet. So if you don't show up, they're stuck in there. It's amazing.
It's like what do you call it? Chuck E. Cheese has that here.
Yeah.
You get when you walk in, you get a number stamp. The parents get one, and then the kids all get, number, and you're all 6. When you leave,
Yeah.
you put your hand under the light and make sure all the 6s match up.
Yeah. 666 kids.
You know what?
but
They
we
should do that at the bars. Like the bouncer should stamp a number 0 through 10 on girls' hands. Like as they walk in, So like this chick walks in, she's pretty hot, gives her an 8. Like
there you go.
When you go to leave and you put your hand under there, he's going to be determined. Like, you can't be going home with that 10, and you probably should be going home with this 2.
Yes, or
work that
really,
in somehow.
I know in your head you think she's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I made out with this. Like, she had to have been.
No, it's upside down. That's a 6. It's not a 9.
I think I made out with this girl. I know I made out with this girl in I think Santa Cruz, maybe. Yeah. I think she was a midget or a troll. I'm not sure. What's that? Oh, yay!
In case of this warm beer. That's warm.
But I kind of wish someone would have talked me out of it.
Can I have one?
But no one talked me out of it. So I'm making out with this girl.
Not that one, dickhead.
Yeah.
One of the warm ones.
I do want warm. And then someone's like, they're like watching me do this and they're laughing. And I'm like, she's not, hey girl, I love you. I'm like, she's not as hot as I think she is then, apparently.
Pretty sure we've all been there.
So I just dropped her off at the bridge she lived under and was like, well, see you later. Well, see you later. I got some surprising news today. If you want to hear it, I'm ready to.
I'm all for.
I figured out today, that I kind of love my wife. I figured that out like literally 5 hours ago. I thought I liked her a lot, but you know what? I think I love her. I think I do. And I'm in my right mind now because I don't have any, I got rid of the evil that resides in my balls. So I'm saying this with a clear mind. I think I love my wife. There you go. Cortez wants to know what number would we both be? That's tough, man. I think I'm like a 7. I think I'm a solid 7. Personality, depending on the day, might bump me up a couple, might bump me down a couple. But I'd go 7. Daryl's a hard 5. Middle
6.
of the road, 6.
This beer's lukewarm at best. What the fuck? She never knows to reach inside the case and feel a can. She just grabs the first case sitting there.
Well, you have to start hitting her. I've been telling you for years. You raise an open hand, closed hand. You're a pussy. Never hit a woman with a fist. You always hit a woman open hand. If you're gonna hit a woman with a fist, you get an old phone book and you put the phone book on their face and you punch the phone book and it's virtually undetectable. You're welcome. But then, number 1, she gets you cold beer. Number 2, she says she's sorry even before you tell her to say she's sorry. Follow me. This is the end of my TED Talk. I know nothing about women.
That's evident.
I know 0 about women. Yeah, today, man, I was like, hey, you know what?
Oh, boy.
I think I love you. And she's like, yeah, we're married. We've been married for 11 years. I was like, yeah, but
See what a new clothes and a haircut will do, huh?
Dude, she was looking good. My fucking glasses. There we go. Now I don't look like Rodick at all. Joke's on you, motherfucker.
So I threw a bunch of those beers in the freezer. Just now I heard 3 of them rumble up against the door. So when I opened that door, it's going to be like the Enola Gay dropping bombs.
What? I mean, oh, dude. I learned this week. I started taking weed gummies.
There we go.
And you take a quarter just to kind of see how it goes. And you don't feel anything. You take another quarter and you see how it goes. And then you take the other half and then you instantly get shot to fucking Mars. So I start like fucking looking at things and whatever, just doing what I do. Usually I watch documentaries and shit. And I found out that the Trojan horse thing, right?
Yeah.
That we all know about.
Yeah.
That never happened.
It was made up.
Yeah, it never happened. Like it's not an actual historical event. It was made up by the same guy that wrote the Odyssey. Now,
Homer? No, he wrote the Iliad.
No.
Did he write the Odyssey too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm second guessing myself now. I know he wrote the Iliad.
Odyssey, a poem by Homer. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got 2
We're
thumbs in a
smart.
fucking brain.
We know things.
We're fucking children.
We're geniuses. I'm so smart, I farted on my own microphone.
Now you gotta breathe that
I'm
in for the next hour and a half.
So stupid.
Dude.
I know.
Sorry for anybody that tunes into this shit show. There's like 3 people watching. I might be one of them.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get. We had like I don't know, like something like 400. What was that thing I said? Like 400 hours of shit people watched this year. That's so dumb, idiots.
There's 2 fucking people have anything better to do. Yeah. Really.
Yeah,
listen to
they're
us
literally
clowns yammer on about nothing.
Anything's better than this. Oh, so I'll refresh this screen and let me pause it and I'll show you this shit. Again, I've been on weed gummies. Excuse me. Okay.
So I got a fucking hangnail. I'm gonna pull it off and it's gonna bleed like a cocksucker.
Do it.
Can't get a hold of it.
I want mind-blowing facts. Okay, here we go. I gotta get the volume going.
Been protecting the Earth for billions of years. The Great Gas Giant has kept the asteroid belt in check for eons, and most comets and asteroids on their way to Earth get caught by Jupiter first. Jupiter has done so much for us that a lot of astronomers believe another Earth-like planet might struggle to maintain life without a friendly gas giant like ours to protect it. There have only been 7,500 generations of modern humans. But you only have to go back to about 1400 BC to find an ancestor of all living humans. But what's crazier than that is the ISO point of every human alive today is believed to have fallen within these dates. So if you live during the ISO point, you're either an ancestor of everyone living or no one at all. Even with the strongest telescopes, we can only see 46 billion light years in any direction. Who knows what the hell else is out there? The Big Bang Theory states that the universe was formed when mass amounts of energy and matter were confined to a single point. That's also how we believe black holes work. So every black hole could be a creation point or a portal to its own universe. Ours included.
I mean, watch that high, and you're like, what the fuck?
I got
the guy also sounds like Michael Rappaport, where you're like, I don't know if I believe this guy.
I was like, I'm listening to the voice, and I was like, it sounds familiar, but
he sounds like a guy that says, "You know what I'm saying," after he says something. Yeah.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Like, Jupiter, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I know you're saying Jupiter. Yeah, but Jupiter, man. Know what I'm saying?
So after the Michigan trip, I got home and I was bombed. That drive home sucked. We drove through a blizzard. I was home for 10 minutes and I went and played hockey.
That's a good move.
Literally almost threw up on my mask about 4 times. I purposely called Krista about an hour from home, half hour, 45 minutes from home. I think we were in Dunkirk. And I said, please come watch my hockey game tonight.
Yeah.
She's like, why? And I'm like, I need an out. I'm a very, very weak man. And if I go by myself, they're all going to go out to the bar and I don't have to work. So I'm going to end up going with them and I don't want to drink, but I'm gonna. So that was my out. So I came home, showered, hung out. Krista fell asleep first. Me and Brady were sitting on the couch. I tapped out for a while, and I woke up with the worst fucking leg cramps ever. Like, I was so dehydrated. My body was shutting down. I wake up, walk around, get rid of the cramps, drink some water. I'm awake. Technically, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm supposed to be at work. So my body's saying, hey, you're supposed to be awake. Yeah. Don't go to sleep, dickhead. So I start scrolling through movies, and I come across Interstellar with McConaughey.
Never seen it. Is it good?
Chris has said we watched it one night, but I don't remember it. And yeah, it was actually pretty good. A lot of those movies mind fucked me, like The Matrix. I really didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't know why. I just guess I didn't really think about it too much. But this movie was crazy because they were talking about how they found a wormhole.
Yeah.
That somebody put out there. Somebody. And beyond that wormhole is a new galaxy. It has 12 planets. 3 of them are reachable with whatever spaceship and whatever bullshit they had, and have possible life on them. So it was like they were going to this one to retrieve some data, but it was like all water planet. It was like completely covered in water, but it was only like knee deep.
Huh.
But every hour you spent on that planet, inside of its gravitational pull, whatever, on that planet, was 23 years and 4 months back everywhere else.
That makes no sense, but cool. That's a good concept.
So it took them 2 years to get there. Or a year to get there.
If that planet is going a certain speed, then that math makes sense. There's nothing that says if you go inside of an atmosphere, you're going to age differently than that. Yeah, that's weird. I'm just
throwing that out there, but it was 23 years. And they left one guy in the fucking big spaceship. They took some sort of rover down.
Sure.
They landed it there. The fucking tsunami hit. One guy got dead. They barely got out of there. Another tsunami came. They barely got out of that one. They get back to the ship.
Spoiler alert.
Dude's fucking, spoiler alert. Dude's all gray. He's old.
Oh, shit.
23 years older than he was.
Damn.
So by time now McConaughey's pissed because he told his daughter, who was young, 8 or 10 years old at the time, just throwing it out there, that he'd be back in a couple years. Well, now all of a sudden, she's almost 30 or in her 30s.
Damn.
You know, and whatever. And then it just went from there. And they went to another planet, and Matt Damon was sleeping in some cryogenic sleep, and they wake him up. And next thing you know, he's trying to kill everybody. I was like, I didn't know Damon was in
Jason
this
Bourne.
movie. Yeah. It was like fucking wild. And I'm like, I sat there and I had to think about it. And then I saw the ending and how it related to the beginning. And I was like, but it all goes back to things like that out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm reading a book right now. Jesus Christ, these fucking kids. It's 8:40. Let's have a fucking parade.
What's your wife doing?
I don't know. No, she's up there. I don't know.
Go get the bat to handle the situation.
I get a bat and a phone book. That's the way to do it. Yeah. I'm reading something about black holes right now, and it's pretty cool. It's yeah, it's about Monique.
I was.
She's got 2 of them.
I literally was just biting my tongue because I was. No, don't go there, Daryl.
Black hole sun, won't you come? No, I think they're out there. I'm sure. Why not? You know, but it's like I was trying to explain. Olivia wanted to understand about time travel or some shit, and I'm like, well, here's the thing. So I started whiteboarding, this shit.
Fuck up, and I'll beat your ass in the next week, and you'll understand time travel.
Yeah. So I'm like, Einstein thought that time is in ripples. Most people see time as linear, for your starting point, ending point. Year 1, you're a billion. So the idea of these wormholes is that they're basically a channel or like warp speed to another place because they are so gravitationally built or whatever that light doesn't even shine in them.
That was...
Which is really fucked up. So if you have a flashlight and you're in a black hole and you turn it on, you won't see the light because you're already going faster than the fucking light because of the gravitational pull in the black hole. Boom! Weed! Smoke weed! Read stuff! We're going to figure it out tonight, man. We're going to figure out time travel.
You see that?
Yeah, it looks like my dick. Yep.
Okay, so this is what the one guy perceived time for being. You know, you go from here, it's a straight line over here. He said it's not like that. He goes, this is like wormhole does this.
Yep.
And, you know, he kind of moved the paper around. And at that moment, I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That, okay.
Well, you want to get mind fucked.
They did explain in this movie, and again, I don't know how fucking true any of this is. I imagine they had to do some sort of research to put out a movie, otherwise everybody's going to poke holes in it. But they did say the one thing that was constant through wormholes was gravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
well, that's
at first I was like, okay, whatever. But then as the movie progressed, that came into play with the beginning, the end, and how things worked.
Well, I'll fucking find the movie tonight and watch it.
Yeah, it's fucking almost 3 hours long, dude.
I'm not gonna do that then. No, I'm good.
It's just 2 hours and 47 minutes.
The idea they're basically like a drain in the universe. Like there's a bunch of shit in the bathtub, and then all of a sudden you can hit this fucking drain and warp to the next level. It's like Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers,
exactly. Yeah. You get the little flute. Yeah, it's fucking weird. There's also a bunch of other theories too. So like, there's an infinite number of galaxies and an infinite number of duplicates of this. What would you call it? Like a reality. So it's like everything that you could do has been done infinitely times infinity because of it's like a multi. What the fuck is it called? Like a multi. Infinite universe theory or some weird shit. And it's like, I don't know. That shit blows my mind. We were out in Arkansas and we were driving back to the campsite and the shooting star went across the sky and like, you're just reminded of how fucking big everything is. And then you're like, man, no problem that you have is even, it makes everything to you, right? I mean, you're having a bad day, whatever, it sucks. But the grand scheme of the universe doesn't give a fuck.
Nope.
The universe it has like a lizard mentality. They don't give a fuck, you know. That shit freaks me the fuck out. Planets and stuff.
And there's just like space travel, and it's like because they got to this spaceship, and the guy goes, "Are you ready to spin?" And then the thing started actually spinning. Because it creates its own gravity inside of it, and that's how you're able to move around. Because I remember watching that movie or the miniseries, The 100.
I never saw it.
It's actually pretty cool. I haven't watched it in a while. It's a little older, it's a few years back, but they had the same kind of spaceship, same fucking thing. They had to leave Earth because of nuclear some bullshit happened. And they had to stay up in space for X amount of years until it all dissipated and they were able to go back. Okay. So their whole spaceship, which was just in the atmosphere, wasn't very high up, stratosphere, whatever the fuck it is. And the same thing.
You get up there and you're like, I forgot my keys.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Getting one of the pods.
I forgot a charger for my cell phone. Yeah. God damn it.
So it was the same thing that it was spinning like that. And I was like, I get it. But it's wild that somebody thought of that, and that's how it had to be.
Yeah, there's like way smarter people than us. But I was listening to something. I think it was Elon Musk talking about like why he's so consumed with like getting people to Mars and some shit. Yeah. And that's his idea of going to Mars isn't so people can live on Mars. It's so we can learn how to be the only species that anyone knows about or that's documented that isn't set to just live in this one planet or one universe. But he's like, our sun in 70 million years is going to expand and burn up this galaxy. So if we don't start working to get out of this galaxy now, there is no hope for humanity.
Nope.
And then I was like, that's just too scary to even think about.
But then you think of this, so and it's going to take 70 million years.
Sure.
So if you have $70 million and you spend 100 of it, do you care?
No.
So
Yeah,
why
that's
do we
how
care
much
about
time you
100
have.
years?
It's a comparative thing. Yeah. But it is kind of weird to think about. Like, so the one movie I got fucking dude Ortez. I don't even remember what we talked about after like the 9th beer. I don't remember.
I think I got a text you this morning that said how hungover you were, or was that yesterday? It's pretty much every day.
No, I hadn't drank since Saturday, so
Lies.
I didn't have that much.
Complete fucking lies, dude.
I swear.
No, you're a liar.
I swear.
This is my first beer today.
Yeah,
since
this is my
1:48 Saturday night when I fucking blacked out.
You had beers at Vinny's.
Yeah, today.
Yeah. Today's today.
Yeah.
Unless you wormholed it. I don't know.
I did. I was in.
Do I remember Juan? Yes, I remember Juan.
Valdez?
No, I forgot what Juan and I were talking about, though. I don't know. It was just one of those nights where, like, I kept drinking this one beer, and I didn't ask what the percentage was of it.
Why would you? That's just a dick move, man. That's that's something Kyle would do.
That's very true. He would do that. But when you're piling down beers, and you can with Busch Light, you got to have like 30 of them, or whatever.
For what?
Let's say Busch Lights. Let's say after to feel like, oh fuck,
don't take that many.
Yeah, like maybe 10, where you're going down the wrong path.
Yeah. And like 10 or 12, then you have a choice to make. And, left fork, right fork, and then it's pretty much fucking straight ahead with us.
Yeah. I did not know. I probably should have reined that one back in. Judging by my hangover this morning, I was just like, fuck. Woo! It was a rough one. But whatever. I'm here.
Happens.
We did it. But I did have the shakes. I had the shakes most of the day. Most of the day I had it.
Yo, when I was at hockey, I was sitting on a bench in the locker room trying to get my shit together. And I was like, I just held my hand out because I knew, because it was very hard for me to thread the fucking skate laces to tie my pads.
Yeah.
I knew it was bad. I looked down, my fucking hand is literally just I couldn't stop it. And I'm like,
when Michael J. Fox looks at you like you have the shakes.
Yeah.
You got the fucking shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He absolutely could have taken a better picture with his phone than I could have at that moment.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. It also, for some reason, if you go to a place and you drink draft beer, and if they're not very, very religious with how they clean things, like spray out the lines and shit like that, I feel like you get more hungover.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
Okay.
And it's, I mean, how do you feel after Queen of Heaven?
Like dying, basically. Yeah. Like dying.
And Vinny's has got Busch Light now.
Yes.
For pints. And it's like at $1.50, I can literally drink 3 pints. It's 48 ounces. It's 4 beers for $4.50. It's cheaper than the 3 for $5 deal if you're going to do it that way. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to go down that path.
Yeah, the hangovers and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And every fucking time I've had beers there, because I would start this place. There's not a lot of things to celebrate around this area. Okay, there just isn't. We live in the goddamn woods. There's Honker Hill, which is amazing. The winery I go to. There's Ortez. He's gorgeous. He's got huge tits for a fucking dude.
Yeah, but they're rock hard. They're supposed to
be rock hard. He actually last night cracked a walnut with his titties. Yeah.
Is there a video of that?
And I was like this. Hard. So hard. So, but this one place, which
the tiger in the tall grass.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris's dick. Hi. Did someone just crack a walnut? Mind if I join you? But I'm not like one of the. I'm not one of those guys that I don't need like a lot of nice things, but like this place, they have a massive bourbon selection. Good on them.
Yeah.
But the vibe just never seems. Vinny's. You get locked into the Vinny's vibe. You go to Buffalo Wild Wings. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings vibe to it.
Yep.
You go to what's the other place? Rafferty's. There's multiple vibes there. Usually it's chill. Now it's like Gangster's Paradise. Don't know why. Oh. So
I'm not texting you.
well, but this bar, it just it hasn't found its identity yet because it's kind of new, and the owner's always there, and the owner's like just super fat, and he's just like meh, and like yelling at people to put their masks over their nose and shit, and you're just like. It's the only place in this town where there's a super. The winery has a cute bartender, but like a beautiful woman for a bartender. I purposely didn't want to go Wednesday because I don't think she works Wednesday. I wanted to go yesterday, and she wasn't there. And I'm like, what?
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. But he's yelling at her to put the mask down when she's talking to us. Put it over her face. I almost slapped him. I almost, like in the olden days where they took off a glove, I reached in my pocket and I put a glove on just so I could take it off.
Yeah.
And I was going to slap that motherfucker in the face. Like, how fucking dare you? The only good thing you have going right now is this fucking chick named Kate. And you're telling her to cover her fucking face up?
Yeah.
And he's got monsters working. I don't know. So.
Look at just whatever. At Vinny's, everybody's over it. We all were pissed off about
gay.
it.
This guy's
and Donna's.
So he doesn't understand this guy doesn't understand the fucking allure of a beautiful bartender that I have a weakness for. You have a weakness for. That guy you like at the one bar.
Those people are bringing in extra money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have hot bartenders, men or women. I'm buying more drinks than I want to. I came there we got an hour. We're going to drink 3 beers. In that hour, we're drinking 6 beers and doing shots.
Yes.
Your bar just literally doubled its profit on us in 1 hour on those 2 seats. And that bartender is going to make a buttload of cash because she's hot, he's hot, and we're going to tip more just because.
Yeah. Because America. So
same thing when we were in Michigan, me and Charlie, we were at this basement fucking bar. This chick was kind of slobbish. She wasn't very friendly at all, didn't really give a fuck. Well, okay, here's your $2.
Yeah.
Young chick, super hot, super friendly, super engaging. Here's $10.
And I appreciate the game. I'm not so fucking, I'm not one of those guys that thinks strippers likes him. Okay. I'm not an idiot.
Yep.
I know the game.
Yeah.
I just really appreciate it. I like the tango. I like to know that I can get there, you old motorboating son of a bitch. No, I like to play the fucking game a little bit, and the hard cookies to crack, and then all of a sudden you fucking get them to laugh at like something super inappropriate. You're like, okay, I get it. This one's cool.
Yeah,
most of them,
and it's all it takes,
dude.
Personality. I will just literally hand my paycheck over at a bar for somebody that's personable.
Right.
I don't give a shit. You don't have to sit there and spend an hour talking to me, but in passing, say something. Oh, you need a nipple for your beer? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, let me buy a shot. Great. And your tip is going to go up exponentially.
For sure.
Rather than if you're just walking by and not getting me beer constantly.
And
it's not a hard game to play.
And this guy is like, he totally obstructs these people that are working. And they're in the business of, and I don't mean in a prostitution type of way, but they're in the business of selling themselves. And the byproduct is a drink, right? That's the
100%.
byproduct, right?
Yeah.
So these fucking poor girls have to like abide by these dumb rules when everyone else is walking around without fucking masks. And I don't know. I feel bad for them. But anyways, yeah,
I digress.
I'm not having any more fucking beer from that place. Maybe 1, maybe 2, but not 6.
Yeah.
Ortez is like, I just kept putting things on my tab, and he's like, I don't know, I'll throw you some cash at the end. It was $110 tab without tip. And he's like, here's $25. I'm like, that's fair.
Call it even, bro.
That's a good move. He's like, yeah, you got $2 back? Can I get $2 change? I'm like, I don't have fucking change, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm just kidding. No. No, this is how I am. If I felt bad taking his money, even though everything was on my tab, that's just how my brain works. Like if someone goes, hey man, can you come over next week and help me demo my kitchen? I'll be like, absolutely.
And I'm bringing beer.
Yes. I won't ask someone to help me move anything at my house. Yeah. I'll just figure it out and do it myself. I know I'm crazy. I know it.
That's true.
I'm a little crazy. Ain't it cool? It's not. That's not at all. So anyways, we need to go to Puerto Rico. I keep giving your wife insider trader knowledge, not insider trader knowledge, FBI, shut the fuck up, bitches. But I keep saying, hey, on Coinbase, put some money on this. And she's like, that's not true.
Ladies.
That is kind of true. Okay. I forgot your flight. Yes, Ortez, your flight. And whatever one chick drink you were drinking. Dude, again, this town, not a lot of things are going on that are great. This town is like, it could be so awesome if people loved it, but the only people that love it aren't in charge of it. And the one that are in charge of it, they're like, fuck it. The old, I'm going to write it all in today. That kind of shit.
Now, say we open a bar. Now, let's keep our minds out of the gutter and keep this in perspective. We need to hire staff.
Hooters. Okay. Yep.
We have 7. We're going to be open 7 days a week.
Yep.
We're literally hiring 8s, 9s, and 10s. Yeah. And that's not just because we want the casting couch. It's because I want people to come. And I'm not just going to have on Fridays and Saturdays, the hot girls working. You got to put in
do that on Tuesdays.
You got to put in dudes in there too.
Yeah.
Have a hot chick and a hot dude working because. Fucking dickhead. Walk right into that one. Fucking
Here's a meatball right down the old center.
But you got to cater to your crowds and you want people to come to your bar because, one, it's cool. You got good drink specials. You're playing good music. It's a good vibe going on there. And 2, you want the bartenders to sell not just themselves, but the bar.
Dude.
And, obviously, hey, you're there. You're spending money. You can see this guy, Joe, has been coming to the bar buying, rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds. Yo,
throw him a beer.
I either got the next round or hey, let's do shots.
Yeah.
And next thing, oh my God, thank you. And the tip goes up.
Yeah.
And instead of, hey, let's go to the next bar, they stay there for an extra hour and buy 20 more beers. Now, your bottom line is doing great now. Bartenders are happy.
And you're paying this girl $3 an hour or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm not going to hire a fucking 2 unless you have a personality that is amazing.
There was, so the one bar that we went to when last time you came to visit me, that bartender was nothing too impressive about her, but
no idea where we were.
I didn't know we left my car there for like 3 days. I don't know. We left my car at a bar.
Night?
No, not that night. The night before the night. No, 2 nights before. I don't know.
Wait, there was only 2 nights. I was there Friday and Saturday.
The time that no, because I didn't live in that house at that point. I don't know. Whatever. So anyways, this one bar we used to go to, she was a bar manager and she had bartenders that worked, but she usually ended up picking up all the shifts and shit like that. Yeah. And then this is when Tanya was working a lot. So I would just be like, hey, I'm going to go to Abbey Road and just have a beer, or 2, whatever. And the girl ended up becoming a kind of a friend because I was always there at like weird times. I didn't go on like a busy Friday night.
Yeah.
I'd go there on like a Wednesday, at like 4. And so every once in a while she'd be like, hey, this was like an overpour, so just have this. And she ended up like throwing me beers every now and then, and she was funny. She could bust balls like a dude. And every once in a while, even because she saw me spending money, I was playing quick draw like a motherfucker there. She'd throw me a beer or two, and I tipped her well for it. That's a good relationship, consumer to proprietor.
In that thing, you're going there by yourself.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be. I come to town. You're like, yo, you got to check this place out.
Yeah.
Now I'm there. You just doubled your profit. You know.
Right. So, it just sucks when you see guys like the guy that owns it. It's the same theory when you see someone get paid in sports and then they're a shit athlete.
Yeah.
This guy has a lot of money. So this guy is like fucking Christian McCaffrey after he's gotten paid. Now every time he fucking rolls his ankle, he's like, yeah, I'm out for 3 weeks. I'm out for the season now. He's already got his money. He's not hungry for it anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not saying you need to whore out your bartenders, but when they're fucking talking to a customer and the customer doesn't have a fucking mask on and they're pulling their mask down because I'm fucking legally deaf. I need to like look at lips in order to fucking understand what someone's saying to me. Don't scream across the fucking bar and tell her to cover up her fucking face. Yeah.
Mask.
Yeah. I didn't wear a mask in any store today because I'm like, arrest me. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm at that point too. I'm like, I want to go out, and if I got to go to Home Depot and get some shit, I'm gonna walk in there, no mask on.
Yeah.
You can follow me around, yell all you want. You put your hands on me, we got issues. You want me to put a mask on? Call the cops. Tell them to come here and arrest me.
And they won't.
They ain't gonna come.
Yeah.
They're not gonna come.
They can't.
Start putting your mask on.
It's not illegal.
You're gonna waste your fucking time with this.
And
you're taking a waste of time.
And this fucking guy is like taking away. Like,
you know
me. I'm a creature of habit. If it's a cool spot, I want to go there. I don't want to go anywhere else. Like, there's a couple times where I was like, hey, when I was in Buffalo, I was like, let's pop around a couple places because we know when we go to Vinny's, it's just going to be a shithole.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shit show. Sorry, not a shithole. It is a shithole, but it's going to be a
shit show.
Our
shithole.
Yes.
Our shithole.
God damn it. I'm actually reading a book right now about a kid, because his dad was a drunk. He grew up in a bar, basically, which literally is like someone wrote a book like my book. I'm like, God damn, this is a page turner. Hashtag miss my dad. Hashtag know all the bar phone numbers of the payphones. So 965-9789 is the tavern on the mall payphone. If you guys ever want to call that 965-9789, no big deal. And if you ask for Paul, they'll still say Paul is not there, even though now he is not there.
Well, no, but he paid them enough money to say that for X amount of years.
But back in the day, you'd hear Paul. You hear, tell him I'm not here. Yeah, he's not here. Okay, I'm late for a basketball game. I'll just walk through the snow. It's fine. I'll walk 2 miles.
It's really hard to dribble my basketball in 6 inches of snow.
Yeah. I'll take a shortcut through the woods where they release bears that they catch in fucking Cheektowaga.
But when you come here, let's go drinking. We're gonna go out at 2:00 and go day drinking.
Yeah.
Nowhere has an appeal that's gonna draw me. I don't want to go to Chippewa.
True. I mean, either.
I wouldn't mind going to like some breweries just because, but there's all those pretentious craft beer fuckheads are there.
Kyle?
And those people drive me up a wall.
Yeah.
We end up at Vinny's either to start with and then to end with, or vice versa.
Neighbors
whatever.
has become kind of fun.
It has been.
We had the midget experience there. The bartender's hot. She's dating the guy that's like Ed Sheeran or whatever.
Sheeran, yeah.
Sure.
But they had golden tea.
Yeah.
They had relatively cheap beers. We got to do shots with the bartender.
If Vinny's had golden tea, game over.
They used to.
Did they?
No,
really?
they didn't.
No, they did not. Rafferty's did.
Rafferty's did. I'm trying to think. It was Barbill back in the day. It had golden tea.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but like every once in a while, I'm like, hey, let's go find a place to go and have a couple. I'll have a couple bourbons, and then we can go pound beers wherever.
Like that one night, we were on a fucking mission. Whatever. We went to Neat up on Transit. That bourbon place.
Yeah.
So you had to get your fucking bourbon. I'm just drinking Coors Light. And then we
I
ended up at some random. No, we ended up in a bunch of random bars.
French Road. We ended up, right? Is that French Road? We talked to the guy that was a cop. He was moving.
Yeah, we went to I guess it used to be the old Savannah's, it's Pages.
Yeah.
Now it's called the Transit or something. We were there for a while. I had a good time. Then we were going to go to Vinny's, so we went down the street, went down Clinton Street, and we stopped at that bar. Now it was called
It's like a house.
Nickel Creek Cafe.
Yeah.
And we went out in that back patio, and it was a fucking different world. And we sat there for hours.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I
we're
met
going to
Brad
make it to Vinny's.
Saunders,
We
I
need to
believe,
go.
right?
No, we ran into him at Vinny's.
Oh, okay.
It was just you and me at that bar. We were just talking to people. But the music was good. We were outside.
Yeah.
There was chicks. There's people everywhere.
It was funny, too, because you could see people that maybe just turned 21 and didn't know how to drink yet.
Yeah.
So
do I just pour them all in now? Do I go slow?
The
When
wheels
do we
are
do shots?
slowly falling off the fucking wagon. Yeah. That was great.
And meanwhile, you and I are fucking 50 beers deep and still driving because we're experts at it. And they're just looking at us like, you guys are fucking legends.
Yeah.
Legends, these two guys. I signed autographs. We had our picture taken a few times.
Let me tell my favorite thing is when we see someone get in an argument or whatever, and then we start talking to the people about why they're fighting. And I think this happened at the French Road Bar. Like the guy and his girlfriend are getting in a fight or whatever. And then me and you are playing.
Whoa.
And we're sideways drunk.
Oh, God. Yeah, we were
sideways. And we're dropping points on this fucking angry bitch.
Life lessons as to why you guys need to talk this out and appreciate each other. And at the end, we're both like, how did they not shank us?
Yeah. And I think I got to throw up. I'll be back. It's just, but that's my favorite. My favorite, dude, I think one of the most fun things to do is to not say no to where the night wants to take you.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes you roll into that. Where you're like, no, I'm going to stay here. I'm good, whatever. But sometimes you just pull into that weird fucking strip mall bar and you hang out for a minute. And the guys, true story. Tanya and I, for some reason, we were in Savannah. We used to like going to Savannah anyways. But Savannah is one of my favorite cities to get drunk in.
It's awesome there.
Yeah, we had the daytime drinking, walk around with beers and shit like that. Go to the hotel room, have the sex, and then it was more like this. I'm sorry, and then so she
you
goes to
say
sleep.
It once.
Yeah. My bad. So she goes. She's asleep. It's like fucking 9, but she's not she's not a machine drinker.
No.
You know? So I leave her a note. Go to the bars, whatever. So
text me when you wake up.
Yeah. So I go to this one place. I was kind of hungry. It was like around, it was like 7:00 at night, but we hadn't eaten dinner yet. So I go to this one place and I order some food and, I ordered a beer and I go to pay with the card. She's like, yeah, there's a $10 minimum. I'm like, well, how much is a beer? She's like, $2. I'm like, well, okay, I'll order 5 more beers. Yeah. She's like,
she just looks at you like, you got friends coming?
Yeah.
I got this.
I have multiple personalities and they're all thirsty. So, so I drink those, and I end up going down to this karaoke bar, and just hanging out, drinking some more there. And then she texts me, and she's like, "Hey, where are you?" And I text her where I am. She comes and meets me out, and we start drinking more, having fun. We do karaoke and shit like that. And then we're walking back to the hotel, and because the bars closed down at 2, and some guy that we bumped into is like, "Hey, my buddy just got married, and they're bartenders at this one bar, the place where I first got my 5 beers. They're going to open it back up on secret. They're going to close it down, and everyone can drink for free.
Yeah, private party. You
guys are really nice. So if you guys want to come, you should come." It's 2 a.m. now. Tanya got her little post-coital nap. I'm still ready to go. I'm like, do we listen to what the night wants us to do? Go to this bar that was around when Blackbeard was around. I think it was an armory back in the day.
Yeah.
Or do we say no and go to sleep? You can sleep fucking tomorrow, dude. We're going to go to this bar. And we fucking had the time of our life. Yeah, we had the best time ever.
I say that next time you're actually in town and we have time, I mean, aside from Christmas or whatever, we literally ask the Magic 8 Ball app and let that dictate where the night goes.
That'd be great.
And at every bar, we're gonna let somebody ask one question
You know what we should
as to
do?
what should happen, and then just whatever happens.
I've heard it again. We
I'm
should do
afraid to.
this. I had a couple moments like that. Do you ever like? Today I was watching TV
So many
eating,
tangents.
and I
Tangents.
farted, and I had to move around a little bit to see if it was wet because
I
it felt like it was going to be a wet one.
yeah.
But
When
it wasn't.
it hits your boxers and it's like
Just hot
moist.
enough.
You're
Yeah.
like, wait, it's a little cool. Then it shouldn't be. This is weird.
What is this sensation? This is what I think we should do. So I think I'm going to come up.
I'm in.
Nice. So mid-January, I think Kyle and I are going to go to Asheville and hang out because I miss Goose. I'm coming up next week. I think we're going to hang out maybe Friday?
Who?
Me and you?
I'm up for some stuff. I think we're going to do the podcast Saturday if we could.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get into town until Saturday afternoon or
No,
Friday
no,
afternoon. So let's not
Friday
push it.
afternoon. Yeah. So we'll hang out. We'll do some shit, and then ideally I can drop the kids off at my mom's. We're gonna hang out all day Saturday there. I'll probably take them sledding somewhere or whatever, and then they'll sleep over. So then we can come out and like have adult time and but whatever. This is what I think we should do. We start off with some sort of transportation, and limo, short bus. It can't end like the last time.
No. What about your dude that they used to drive the cab, or he did security or whatever, and he drove us around that one night?
Oh man, I don't even know if I have that guy's number.
That
was awesome though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had our own driver.
Yeah. And our own security guard.
Yeah. It was like $50.
Yeah.
It was great.
You're like, I paid this guy $50 and he's going to literally drive us wherever we want to, walk up, get us in the front of any line if there is any. And then if there's a fight, he'll keep us out of it or help us beat ass.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to pay this guy more.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to negotiate. So
very, very bad at that.
I'll give you $200. Make it $50. Okay. Yeah. He negotiates like motherfucker Jones. So we get some sort of transportation that can house many, many peoples, but it starts off with me and you.
Okay.
We bar hop and we tell people we have a short bus and we're going to go bar hopping. If you guys want to come on. I wonder how many people we can get on the bus.
Because at some point we are probably not going to be able to circle back to where we started.
Yeah.
So we need to make a disclaimer that, hey, we don't know where this is going. We have no plan.
Yeah.
We are letting this right out. You're going to be ready to Uber back or call a friend to pick you up. And we should have a cooler full of drinks.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Random drinks that.
Dude, like that one bar.
Rock, paper, scissors. You lose.
No,
you
the one bar with the dollar jug.
Oh,
the dollar. Yeah. That's what we need to do. Mystery beers.
Yep.
We'll go to like the seediest fucking bodega type shit we can find and just buy singles.
Just singles of everything.
And even do like little shots of Fireball and stuff like that. Put them in it. Like whatever you reach your hand in and get.
You get.
That's what you get. I think we should do that.
That
I think
bar was the fucking greatest. That was one of your wedding, right?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was. It was like 4 days before my wedding. That's when I passed out and we still went to more bars.
Yes.
And then when I came to, you had your pants off in a bar.
Yes.
And I was like, what? What are we doing? And you're like, it's your shot. We're playing beer pong. I'm like, where are your pants? Fuck pants. Like,
my balls are on the table. Why are your nuts so red? Well, asshole keeps throwing a fucking beer pong ball at them, and now they're swollen and they look like a goat stick after the rubber band's been applied. But that was the greatest bar ever. I don't know where it was. They had a cage people could dance in. Monkey something. Monkey fuckers. I don't know what it was. Monkey something.
Yeah. I was there about
But they had a 55-gallon drum behind the bar full of ice and water and beers. And a sign, $1, whatever you get, you get. And we're like, well, here's $10. Get us 5 beers.
Yep.
And you just reach in there and you line them up in a bar. And it was a good thing we were the group of people we could kind of pick and choose what we wanted.
Yeah.
Which was good. But it was almost like musical chairs. At some point, you're going to get fucked. And
one of those times you're getting like, and this is like way, way back in the day when like craft beers was not a thing yet.
Yeah.
You know, but I was drinking like IPAs and stuff like that. I'm like, oh,
I,
this
we
tastes
were
like
drinking.
fucking Deep Woods Off.
Remember that was my first time drinking Land Shark. I was like, this is a good beer.
Land Shark is legit. Yeah.
I'm like, if I pay you a couple bucks, can you get me one of those out of the tub?
That's not
He's
how it
like,
works.
no, it is not how this game
That's
goes.
not how this works. You're gonna get what you get.
Yeah.
And that's the game.
And then
they
that
also,
giant wheel of shots. That
yeah,
we were
they have the
spinning.
shot wheel, and they also have a thing.
It was
If
like
you have a tab
fucking,
more than $100, you get a trophy.
Yeah.
Because they would go to like garage sales and buy shitty old trophies for like $3. And if you drink more, you get your own trophy. It's fucking fantastic.
That was the greatest fucking place. And they had like a cage on the dance floor.
Yeah.
We were in that fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
That was before Facebook, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or right in the beginning, because there was
I was on Facebook. No, I was on Facebook.
But none of that shit made it on Facebook.
No. This is before Facebook was like an app, really,
Yeah.
on phones. Yeah. But dude, we fucking turned it on that night. Like the entire week. No wonder I had no voice. I don't even think I'm actually married because I didn't say I do verbally. I was like, I had nothing.
Yeah.
And
And you had the same thing going at your wedding. You had fucking buckets of beers laying around.
Yeah, I bought all the beer for our wedding. I know how to get married on the cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loaded up my fucking charger with beer and wine. That beautiful fucking charger. I love that thing. But yeah, I think we do that. And we'll call it the Magical Mystery Tour or something like that, where it's like, you know, we're on a magical mystery. You know,
mystery machine.
Fun. Yeah. You know, it'd be really fun. By the time we get 10 people, this is the rule. We have to go to the nearest thrift store and everyone has to buy like
New
change
clothes,
into
a
thrift
new
store
outfit.
clothes. Yeah.
But you got a budget
Yes.
and a time limit.
Yes.
Because
$15. You have to buy a $15 item or less, and you have to wear that.
Yeah.
Because then charity gets some money, blah, 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 you know, whatever.
Yeah. And man. All right. So if it starts, we got to start with just you and I.
Why don't we just do it as the Two Dolts Podcast, Magical Mystery Tour? We'll sell tickets for it. We'll get beer. You have all the beer you want. And you have to bring $20 to go to AmVets, support the troops. And that's our first stop. We do a shot and a beer in the AmVets parking lot.
All right,
Hey, I'm an idea guy. I got to peek. I'm a peacock, baby.
We gotta hone this down here. If it's just start, we can't like sell tickets and fill up the bus before the first stop. That's not the point. The point is you and I go out and we recruit people during the day. And by the end of the night, the short bus is full.
We have a bus full of strangers.
We are just literally roaming around Buffalo, going to craziest, weirdest places.
Okay.
And we have no idea who the fuck these people are. Hey,
I concur.
We stop here. You guys decide this is the end of the trip. You guys want to Uber or stay here? Cool. Thank you. Hugs. Take our pictures, whatever. And we're new. Let's be Facebook friends and shit. But then at some point, because I don't know how many people a short bus holds. 32? No.
Well, it's less because they have bigger heads. I'm just kidding. And I say that absolutely loving and supporting that community, but the joke was too easy, so I had to go for it.
You are literally the fucking curator of the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, but you know what sucks about like being inherently, I don't know if I ever call myself funny, but like most of the time I say shit that I don't even believe. Like I don't.
Guilty. I know.
I don't hit women.
Why do we say this? Why do you say that? And this is an honest question, and this should be a relatively short answer. Why do you say things like that?
So people can laugh and be happy. Yeah, at the absurdity of it.
I do it literally for the reaction. That's it.
Yeah,
for
that's
the goof.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, Ortez and I are the worst when we get together because we both like beer number one, and I hope he's still on here listening because we can back it up. Beer number one, we're cordial to each other. Beer number 4, we're both insanely racist to each other. And it makes everybody else very uncomfortable.
And that's the best.
Dude, we were...
He's present. Hey, what's up, Ortez?
So, Ortez, I'm going to tell the story loosely because I don't remember most of it. But so we go to this old bar that was the best bar on the planet. It would give Vinny's a run for its money. I swear to God. So I meet Ortez out. He just won this like soccer thing or whatever. And it's Ortez. He's sitting across from me. Then there's this other guy sitting next to Ortez, and then the guy sitting next to me. Dude, we start jawing at each other like very, very racist shit. I don't think that's the time where I made the Morgan Freeman joke about his dick. Whatever. But we get so racist to each other, and we're laughing our asses off, doing shots of Fireball, that these guys stop speaking in English. They start speaking Spanish to each other.
Yeah. They
got so far out of the conversation with us that they changed the language. So they didn't have to they ejected 100%. And it never comes from a place of anger or hatred, but if I can make somebody squirm from that shit, it's the best. And this motherfucker was giving it right back to me, which is so fun.
That's even the best part about that. And Krista sometimes she'll be like, "You're taking it." No, I'm not. I'm like, I just want a reaction. That's it. Yeah. That's it. This is not malicious at all.
Yeah,
I'm just doing it for the humor, the goof, and to make people laugh, and sometimes make people uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, shit. We ran into one of the guys at the bar last week, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up, man?" And then like he immediately like,
"Is that your racist?"
Because he sees us two together. Sip number 1, sip number 2, racist. It's like we're loading our racist guns. Yeah. Yeah, this girl is she came in yesterday too at Buckwater. She came in, she knew Ortez. Ortez knows everybody. Ortez should be the mayor of this fucking town, so somebody would do something good with it. You know, he'd probably put basketball hoops on every fucking corner. No swimming pools. Anyways, so this girl comes in, and I don't know if she was with the guy or if the guy was, I don't know, but she's with a black dude. I don't know, and I support it. I don't. So they're all hanging out, and I made white guys all look alike, you know, to just kind of counter the point of the fact that most people think that black guys all look alike. But she was telling a story about how she saw one of the trucks that Ortez drives for his day job, and there was a black guy in it, and she waved and beeped, and the guy didn't wave back or some shit. And
is he driving Jeep?
No, basically. No. But I went through the same thing. I'm waving at this fucking guy who's like this bald black dude. I'm sticking my head out the fucking window, like doing this shit. And this guy's like this. I'm like, so I text Ortez, like, you don't fucking say hi anymore? Is that how this is? He's like, wrong black dude. What? Are you kidding me? You guys look exactly alike. But he doesn't. He's way more pretty.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Ortez is like RuPaul pretty.
No, what did we talked about him a couple weeks ago?
It looks like T.O.
He T.O. and Tyrese had babies. It'd be Ortez.
And they injected it with like muscles and a big cock.
Yeah.
Allegedly. For the muscles part.
Any confirmation on that?
Yeah, I didn't see him for like 3 weeks. You know why?
I gotta get...
Just walk into it. Yeah, I hadn't hung out with him in a while, and I was like, "Hey, where have you been? He's like, dude, you'll never believe this. I'm like, what? He goes, hey, so you can't tell anybody. So thank God nobody listens to this shit. He's like, I'm in my house, mind my own fucking business, and these cars show up in the driveway. I'm like, really? Like, dude's kicked down my fucking door. Guys got suits on. I'm like, fuck. Are you okay? You in trouble? He's like, no, that's not trouble. And they're like, sit down. So he sits down on this couch, and they give him this story. They're like, hey, there's this big asteroid that's going to come to Earth. It's a world killer, and we need to send you up there, and you need to fuck that thing in half and break it up. And that's what he did. Like, he's a true, like Armageddon.
Is this
the drill was his dick.
Is this the plot for Armageddon 2?
Yes, yeah. The drill was his dick. Like, they needed something.
I'm so glad nobody could read between the lines and figure that one.
It's so big. It's so black. Good for you. I know, right? But yeah, he went up there and he just fucked that goddamn comet right in half. Or meteor. Asteroid.
Asteroid.
Yeah.
It was an asteroid.
Yeah. You know where he went on the asteroid? Behind. It's a ASS.
Jesus Christ. Anybody out there that's listening to this absolute fuckery, this is what happens when we. This is what happens when we don't have topics or something to follow.
This is Ortez showing up to the asteroid.
Behind the tree. Is he always licking his lips like LL Cool J does?
Yeah. What's up, girl? What's up? So you're an asteroid?
I can't wait till I come to visit. Ortez daps me up. He's like, "What's up, man? I'm so glad to meet you." And he fucking punches me in the face for that.
Probably.
Remember that podcast?
Yeah. What's up, girl? So you just hanging in the cut being an asteroid?
Why does he spell asteroid with 2 S's?
It was more than a crush.
Fuck. Why are we the
you
way
fly
that
around
we are?
space and shit? Asteroid Ortez is my favorite thing ever. Yeah, no, they fly me up in the space shuttle and I gotta come here and fuck you in half, baby. I can't lick my lips like that.
Me neither.
Like, does his lips ever get chapped? Fuck, man. Guy's
I
gorgeous.
you use chapstick?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I use. It's funny. We're sponsored by Carmex.
Astroglide. That doesn't go on your lips, you fuckhead.
No, I put it on my pussy, my man pussy.
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah,
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
That one hurt. Well, we can end this one. Do you want to do one more real quick? You want to do a quick one?
I got time.
All right. Well, on this one,
I got to refill my water. So
this may or may not be our first video podcast on Spotify. Yes, for some reason we had to apply. They had to look at all of our shit, and those idiots at Spotify said that we could be one of their first video podcasts. That's not Joe Rogan, which is
so
makes no sense to me.
They had to review our film.
Yes.
So they had to go to
apply. I had to send them all the feeds. I had to tell them what we do. I had to tell them how it works and how much we do it and stuff like that. And then 30 days later, they got back to us and said, yeah, you guys can do it. They're literally accepting everybody, apparently. They're like the Ellis Island of fucking podcast streaming things. I don't know.
Come on, fuckers.
Yeah. So I'll grab another drinky poo and then we'll do this again.
My water and
all right. Well, we'll end this.
Maybe we can have maybe some structure this next one a little bit. Maybe
No, I'm gonna be Ortez the astronaut the entire fucking time. What's up, stars? Hey, you said you shine bright, right?
We need fucking spacesuits.
In my
and
head,
fucking
Ortez is
astronauts.
fucking Ortez is Puffy and Mace. What's up? What's up, son? I thought I told you that I won't stop. All right. We'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Sure,
Keep
we
fucking
will.
that chicken.